So, where are you headed? Not the talkative type, eh? That's okay. Most people I pick up are just waiting for their turn to talk. Want a raisin? They're from my farm. Guess those things don't agree with you yet. Strange. They're Thompson seedless. Good raisins. We still farm more of those in California than anywhere on Earth. You want to know the clearest evidence that reality isn't real? Raisins and grapes, man. They're the same thing, but they taste disgusting when eaten together. Obvious bug in the program there, right? Memory is a slippery thing. Think about when somebody asks you about this ride later, assuming you even know where you're going, and get someplace where somebody can ask you. Hey, how'd you get here anyway? They'll ask you. Oh, I hitched. And your brain will flash back for a second when you say this. And it'll show you a frozen snapshot of yourself, sitting in this car, talking to me like we are right now. But which moment will it actually show you? Will it be this one? Or this one? Or this one? We think we remember how people really were, how our lives together really were. But when we think back to them, even the people we cared about the most, all we're doing is snatching moments out of the air. Just grabbing another raisin. Raisin out of the box. I've spent a lot of time around raisins. They're like those dogs you see with wrinkles of skin falling over their eyes. Not the most handsome dogs. Basically helpless, but lovable. My wife, she preferred grapes the way most people do. She's dead now, but you probably guessed that. Thanks, but you don't look like you're doing so well yourself. Takes one to know one, right? I can always spot someone who's grieving along this highway. They usually stand on the road with a dazed look on their face and their thumb up in the air. No, I don't know you. Just know the type. My wife, if I'm totally honest with you, I don't really remember what she looked like. Remember everything about her, just not her face. Some people have faces that are easy to remember. Doesn't seem fair. Sure, it's not as easy as people think. I'll give you an example. You think you're present in the moment? You've been talking to me for a few minutes now. What color are my eyes? Nope. Well, like I said when I picked you up, some people are just waiting until it's their turn to talk. Hey, kid. Do me a favor and crack the window, would you? That's better. Now, where were we? Not much profit in talking geography with someone who doesn't know where he's going or where he's from. What you got there? Just a matchbook, huh? I figured it must have been something important. Because the window is still open. Because the window is still open. So, where were we? But if you want to know, the trunk of this car is full of 4 bushels of raisins that I'm driving to my brother's place in Intercourse. That enough info for you, Copernicus? Yep. Intercourse, Pennsylvania. You're not going to believe this, but my other brother lives in Lampshade, Texas. I once picked up a guy who'd been to the Czech Republic. They've got some really weirdly named places over there, he was telling me. One place that means young celebrator of pain. The thing is, some of these places are 700 years old. I guess they didn't really know how to name places back then. You know, when I was a kid, my brother and I used to drive our parents crazy on long drives like this. Our folks wouldn't let us listen to the radio in the car. So we used to make up these songs about food on long drives to pass the time. We had this one with about 30 verses, each about a different kind of grain. Oh, yeah. That drove Mom and Dad crazy. Actually, I'm beginning to understand my parents' perspective. Getting older's funny. It's like reading a book where less and less happens, but the writing gets better and better. You got that right, kid. Let me tell you, getting old is no picnic. Yeah, well, that all sort of depends on which raisin you take out of the box, right? How you spin it. We were married for 37 years. People used to ask us how we managed, being married and all, working off the side of the road together, sharing a little trailer. The truth is, nobody knows if they're happily married. All they know is that it's the thing they've been doing every day for the last 37 years. It's not that simple, Copernicus. Life has a way of chipping away at that certainty. It'd be easier if you had a number assigned to you, a number from 1 to 100, printed on both your foreheads where you could always see it. It would arrive in the mail every year, right after you file taxes. Oh, we're a 71. That couple down the street, the Rosens, they're an 82 this year. Oh, I guess they have it a bit better than us. Some way of knowing. There's a photo in that glove box there of us, standing in front of our trailer. It was in a magazine. One of those stories about vanishing farmers that always pulls heartstrings with the rest of the country. Well, I never opened the glove box myself. It's kind of a superstition of mine. But help yourself. Hey, where'd you get that? That's not her. And that guy there, he looks like you. I don't know. I was going to ask you the same question, Copernicus. Who gave this to you? Well, I guess it belongs to you. You'd better hold on to it. What woman? Well, her. Well, hard to say. I wouldn't lose any sleep over it. What's that black thing in the glove box anyway? A windmill, eh? No idea. Say, want to hear a joke? Why did the raisin take the prune to the dance? He couldn't get a date. Hey, that reminds me. It's almost 4:30. You'll like this. It's my favorite. I once knew the hostess, Darlene. She used to change the tires on my truck on Highway 51.
Welcome to another Interstate Riddle Hour. Here's our first riddle. Keep your eyes peeled, all you blacktop carpetbaggers. I fly, yet I have no wings. I cry, yet I have no eyes. Darkness follows me. Lower light I never see. Very good. Here's our next one. A gatekeeper forever bound. He opens and shuts with a similar sound. Need some help? Think metal teeth that open and shut. Need some help? A gatekeeper forever bound. He opens and shuts with a similar sound. Need some help? The answer is right between your feet. Very good.
I don't know why I listen to this every day. Damn questions are rigged. I never get them.
Says the guy who never knew what pressure to keep his tires at.
Hey!
Having fun? Want to keep going? Okay, let's go to our final riddle then. He lies without touching the ground.
Oh, come on, Darlene.
Need some help? I never did like changing his tires. The lion liar.
Damn it, Darlene. I should have tipped her better when she changed the tires. She's been out to get me ever since. Look, she isn't being straight with you, kid.
Check the photo, Copernicus. The photo in your bag. Then you'll see. She's in trouble, Copernicus. You must help her.
Things like that happen all the time on this highway. It's nothing to lose your scrunchie over.
Little hour has now ended. I've helped you all I can this time. So long, Copernicus.
Kid, I am sorry about your girlfriend, but I had nothing to do with it. It's just the opposite. I was sent to protect you. You did. You picked this car every bit as much as I chose to stop for you. You picked this car, picked me, not to feel anything. Kid, just let it go. There's nothing for you down that road. Nothing but hurt. Look, I admit I lied, but only about one thing. Nope, she's dead all right. That's no lie. Nope, I'm as surprised by that one as you are. Now, why would anybody bother to lie about that? Yeah, we've met. Twice, in fact. Sure. You showed up at my trailer park taking photos. At first, I was a bit suspicious, since there were plans to kick us out and develop the trailer park into some kind of shopping center. But then it became clear that you'd been sent here by a magazine to do one of those stories about vanishing farmers that always pulls heartstrings with the rest of the country. Kid, I told you, you don't want to go down that road. Well, what's that they say in that Tom Cruise movie? The one where he's a bartender? Everything ends badly, or it wouldn't end at all. I wasn't afraid of the truth either, back then. My wife, when she got the x-rays, when she knew, she decided to spare my feelings. Didn't tell me anything. Hid the x-rays in one place I'd never suspect, because it was so obvious. Stayed closed until today, till you came along. I wish it was that simple. Simple, kid. Hey, Chief. Why don't you have a look here? He appeared on this highway about the same time you did. I guess he's part of what you're running from. Not sure. You can't see him directly. He only shows up in mirrors, windows, pictures. Well, we haven't talked yet about the second time we met. That's the thing. It's a little hard to explain. Better if I just take you there. It's just a quick detour. We'll be there in a minute. But close the window. You don't want to have it open where we're headed.